So I'm afraid if I have. Yeah. Hi, I'm vjsmyth, and yeah, I'm opening Retro Game Live Halloween Horror 2025. So we're opening with Cinema from Dusk Till Dawn. This is a licensed movie tie-in game, and it has several lies on the back of the box. So you are famed vampire slayer Seth Gecko, sole survivor of From Dusk Till Dawn. If you have watched the movie, you'll know Seth Gecko is not the sole survivor. Second of all, you've been convicted and sentenced to death for a crime you didn't commit. I think you'll find at the start From Dusk Till Dawn he was in fact guilty of several actual crimes. But yeah, we'll see more. It's not exactly an accurate to the source material game, but I will see them as we go through the run. Okay, so time starts when we select our difficulty. So 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay, so after the events of the movie, Seth Gecko for some reason decided to go back to America, you know, where he was wanted for bank robbery and murder, and got immediately arrested and sentenced to death. So I don't know why he did that. It's not exactly the smartest move, but here's this guy, and we're about to be killed, you know, on the electric chair and whatnot, and instead, vampires attack this prison ship, because it's not a regular prison, it's a prison ship, and they decide to take it over for some unknown reason. Well, they're trying to actually, I need to taste these two guys, so this door won't open. They decide to try and rescue a human who's convicted of, I can't remember what it's for. Actually, it's so stupid. My brain just glosses over it. But yeah, they try to take over the ship and rescue. Clarence is the name of the main vampire in this, and it's his brother. Now, what has this got to do with From Dusk Till Dawn? Nothing other than the main character. These aren't the same vampires. There is no other characters returning. There's like one reference later on. So the fact that Seth Gecko is in this and there's vampires, that's about all we get for this. So he knows I've been talking about the game, but not actually about the game play itself. So good chunk of this game is escort quests. This is Brad. Brad is our friend. Brad is a glorified door opener for this entire stage, and we have to escort him the entire way. And it is as fun as entertaining as you can imagine. So, luckily for us, Brad isn't the worst NPC for
I'm gonna rip your head off.
Escorting. So we want to get to the control room because Brad wants to try and activate some security measures, and we're going to see some of the AI in action here in a second. So, wait for him here. You'll see there's some stuff here, like there's some of the like door panels don't actually connect onto the walls, and it's not even like the worst offense for the game design, but we'll come across them in a few minutes.
Shit.
So, door's locked. Brad tells us to go get a crowbar. Look, here's a crowbar in a prisoner cell right here, because again, where else do you keep crowbars but in a prisoner cell? I'm going to be taking a few extra marathon safety stuff here because I might be making this game look fairly simple and straightforward. It is not. One, the game can crash whenever it feels like. Two, damage is entirely RNG. So I'm going to show off probably the biggest example of how bad the AI is in this. So I'm just going to randomly shoot some of the vampires here following me. Oh, that one died. So that one is T-posing, and that one is T-posing. Occasionally you can get all three T-posing, or like running into the wall at the same time, and it's great. So not the best pathfinding in this. You might also notice as well that all of these levels are fairly flat, and we'll see why later on. Spoiler, it's the pathfinding. You can't do elevations. So here's one of the more serious enemies in the game, Bruiser. They can only be killed by headshots, and I interrupted his animation there by shooting him once. Oh, come on. Alright, I'm trying to concentrate this part here because I need all of these vampires dead, otherwise Brad won't move forward. Come on. Then you have stuff like this where they just run away from you. There we go. So I don't mind taking too much damage here in the opening section because I get a free heal. And the free heal is whenever you stake a downed vampire, you get 20 health. Why? I don't know. But now we're going to see the first turret section in the game. The game did go to black there. That wasn't the stream crash or anything like that. That was literally just the camera faced to the wall trying to show a stick animation. So there's a few turret sections in the game. This is probably an example of those early 2000s gaming, or they have to have a turret section. It doesn't really add anything, and it's just hold down the left mouse button or just trickle fire. It makes no difference. There's like no overheating mechanics, there's no reloading, it's just kill the vampires before they get you, and it's not even any time save you can do here. Just kill the vampires faster. Yeah, but there is tech we can do after this. So once we kill all the vampires here, there's a cutscene I'll have to skip, and when I do that I'm running straight out the door and to the left immediately. Should be like one wave left after this.
I'm gonna punch your clock.
Yeah, that's annoying. Sometimes the vampires in the gangways don't die properly because the shots get blocked. Okay, so I thought Raid was waiting on the gun to stop rotating. It's actually no, it's still in time. We just have to overlap. So we're running out here immediately and hugging the left-hand wall, and we're closing this door. Brad won't come out while that guy's attacking, and we just lock him in the door. You can try and kill him, but he has a shield. It's really annoying. Or also, he's locked in here, right? Where did he go? I think he died by claustrophobia. So now we're going to go up against another enemy type here, and that is the snakehead vampires. These are super annoying because they are a ranged attack. They can spit at you. They take a lot of damage sometimes. Camera face to the wall there again. And sometimes they just won't go down. Let's grab some extra safety ammo here, and just because it's a marathon, I'm going to grab an extra chunk of shotgun ammo here. If you're grinding for PB, you wouldn't bother getting this pack. You just try and make do. But just for the sake of not having to rely on a pistol instead of a shotgun. Okay, so all the cutscenes there we kind of skipped with Brad was we got told there's a bunch of engineers trapped in the downstairs of the ship, and we're to go and rescue them and bring them back up for helping out. So this section here is kind of don't do me. There, that was almost very bad. Usually sidestepping those guys will completely mess up their AI. It just did not there for some reason. So yeah, we're going down to the ship's basement to try and grab us some engineers as reinforcements, and also to try and fix some damage the vampires have done to the ship. So I'm actually just running like crazy throughout most of this, because there's a cutscene trigger up here that when I activate it will despawn all the vampires behind me. I'm worried about one guy coming here from the right if he doesn't die instantly. That's fine. Perfect, and I will heal. So that's all the vampires despawn behind me. So I saved a lot of ammo there. Ammo management is kind of important on this. Depends on the weapon, but there's a few we really don't want to run out of at the wrong time. There's also a really weird mechanic in this where when you're firing a gun and they're right on top of you, you actually fire through them. The game kind of wants you to kind of shove them out of the way first and then shoot them, and it's kind of infuriating, this mechanic, to be honest. So I'm going to go and sidestep in here. I'm going to tag this flamethrower guy, and that'll stop him from shooting me as I walk past. Fire is the worst thing to be hit with in this game. And I'm grabbing some Uzi ammo here, even though I haven't got the Uzi just yet. Once again, we're running straight to a cutscene trigger, so we despawn all the vampires chasing us behind us. And sidestepping, and swapping out to flamethrower, just as the cutscene triggers to save a bit of time. This is the vampire bat type enemies. They're really annoying because they can only be killed by shooting them in the heart, but they actually have a weakness to the flamethrower, and the flamethrower is a weapon we grabbed there in that room I almost died earlier. We grabbed that specifically for a few skips. It's completely easy to miss the flamethrower. And by the way, there's a boss fight happening here. So that's Hank, he's our friend. That's the boss Titus, he's a flamethrower. We're going to ignore him for a minute because on easy mode, we don't need to worry too much about all of this. He's actually fairly okay for getting through stuff. Oh, come on.
Sharpen that for me.
Now, I'm switching back to the taser and running straight up to the back of Titus. And this fight's actually on a timer. So if I stun locked Titus here like this, I just need to wait to roll down the timer. And now we have this cutscene.
So long, amigo.
Yeah. They kill a vampire with a forklift truck. That's the engineer's big plan, is to just fix the forklift truck in the background and run down the vampire. I don't know.
You're not man enough, you pack of idiots.
Now, if you see me accidentally shooting the engineers here, you didn't. Don't worry about it. There we go. And that is engineering 1 down. So we're on to engineering 2, where we should go all the way back to where we came from, and the vampires have damaged the ship by, I think they left the anchor down and they've tried moving the ship at full engines and caused damage. The plot points in this are kind of all over the place, and the game kind of forgets them from time to time, and I'll go over that as they come up. But the main thing to know about this game is there was a script. The voice actors had all the dialogue recorded first. They then rewrote the script. You okay there? Yeah. They didn't rewrote the script, but they didn't re-record the dialogue. So all of the stuff kind of had to be rejigged into it. So that's why if some of the dialogue sounds a bit stiff or unnatural or doesn't flow properly, that's likely it. Also, the developers are also French as well. Sorry, knock this guy over. I don't want him to get killed outright because he's a flamethrower vampire, and when staked, he's a guaranteed drop of flamethrower ammo. If you shoot him normally, there's a chance he can drop it, but it's rare. It's kind of, I want to say 50-50, but it's probably a bit lower than that, and we don't want that because we need flamethrower ammo badly for some skips later on. I'm just waiting for Hank to come in here. There we go, Hank, come on. Thank you for the time loss. So the engineers behind us have gotten delayed, so we're going to help them out with an ambush. I just need to clear out all these guys. And one of these guys drops an Uzi, which I need to be on to look for because I need ammo badly. There we go. Now, flamethrower is really powerful in close quarters, so anytime we have enemies kind of lined up, we want to be using the flamethrower. And there's a bit of tech you can do here because it takes you a second where you stand completely still to swap out from weapon to weapon. So if you try and do it when a cutscene is about to trigger, it's a free time. Now, I need to have Hank delayed, so I'm not going to kill vampires in front of him because I want him to spend time shooting them. Because there's a flamethrower vampire here in the corner, he can kill Hank, and also I want to kill him myself as a stake because I need the flamethrower ammo. So this guy here is very mean. Perfect. Camera face to the wall there. Don't worry about it. And they'll do the same again here. They'll kill you, and then we kneecap the vampire. Boom. Get the flamethrower fuel. And now I'm just going to run straight ahead. Bye, Hank. He's running behind us. He's fine. Don't worry about it. We're running straight through back to the starting area. And there's a skip here I'm going to be doing. So the game really, really wants you to be fighting all of these vampires on the way back out. But there is tech. So if we run all the way through to the elevator, there's a single vampire in it. If we kill him and get into the elevator before another vampire catches up with us, we skip the entire section and trigger the next cutscene, which happens here. And now we're going to run, and there's a very tight cycle here we want to hit. So I'm going to kill these guys with the flamethrower. To run forward, and we see the vampires here just standing in midair. That guy's supposed to come out of a vent. He's not. Don't worry about it. It's only a bug. I need to run back here quickly, and hopefully, if I've done everything right, this door here should only be up. Ah, I missed it. That door should only be opening right at the last second. Okay, so that's engineering 2, and now we get to see one of the more infuriating things in this game. Look at the ammo right there. Walks right past it. Right past it. Every time. But now we're on to one of the worst escort missions in the game. And I'm actually going to save here because this can end really badly. So this is Kevin. Kevin is a priest. And Kevin has no survival instincts whatsoever. He will happily stand in front of people shooting shotguns. He will happily ignore vampires, shoot him in the face, or punch him in the back of the head.
I'll clear the way.
He has low health, and if he dies, it's an instantaneous game over. Come on, there we go. And I'll just keep an eye on my health here because I really do not want to be dying. You're invincible while you're doing the staking animation, but it doesn't mean you're actually fully immune, because if it hits you as you come out of it, you still take damage. So now we're over onto the execution chamber section on this tram. We'll grab stuff here, and I'm going to save again. I just don't trust Kevin here at all. We kill this guy, and then we quickly kill this guy, and Kevin, as he just stood there, easy to get killed. And I want to try and clear out this room fast as possible because, again, Kevin will happily stand in the crossfire. There's also a really annoying mechanic whenever the vampires do a kind of little combat roll. No, Kevin, no, don't, Kevin. Okay. That could have gone so much worse. Okay, we're running straight out here, and we're going to kill 2 bruisers quickly. And we've quickly turn around and kill this guy before Kevin takes too much damage. Please stop hitting Kevin. Please stop. There we go. Oh god, Kevin took a lot of damage there. That's not great. I think I should be okay. I just need to play the next section a little bit safer than I usually do. Okay. So there's actually a wave defense happening in a minute, so I need to kill these guys here following behind us because they completely mess up my cycle. So Kevin is now going to bless the water tanks, and if you remember the movie Blade or Constantine or any other movie that this has been done, we're going to then dump holy water on top of vampires, but it's going to take a minute for that to happen.
Lord, bless this.
So looking up, these are on a very set spawn. You just need to memorize the pattern. So there's 2 there, then 2 will spawn from this side. There we go. And I'm desperately keeping them away from Kevin. Keep the door open by walking back in and out. Now, usually I just walk straight in, but Kevin took some damage there, so I need to make sure the next batch do not.
Lord,
Okay, Kevin should be safe now,
drive the demon from
in
the
theory.
bodies of these poor souls.
So, on top of that wave defense we did there, this is also a section where every vampire needs to be dead, otherwise it won't trigger the next end of level checkpoint. There's more than one level like this. This one isn't the worst offender because at least it's short for navigating. And I'm going to ignore the guy strapped to the chair here. He's also a vampire as well, which is like, why have they strapped down one of their own to the chair? I don't know. But might be a guy in here. There's not, but there's ammo. I will take it. And before I kill this guy, I'm going to do another quick save just to have a safety. So we kill this guy, and then we're going to immediately swap out to the flamethrower, and we need to trigger 2 waves at the same time. So if we open the door here and run in and then run back out, we actually trigger 2 completely different waves of vampires to spawn at the same time.
I'll see you in hell. I think I can hold out 10 seconds.
Okay, so that's 1 down. Actually, another batch here, and
Take 2 of these and call me in the morning, asshole.
I'm going to save some flamethrower ammo by switching to shotgun for the batch back here.
Die, you scum.
So this area should be fairly okay. I need to keep an eye on my health here because I get like the enemies do random damage. There is a couple that can one-shot you, but we won't see them for a little bit. So just kill these 2 vampires here, and if everything has gone right, thank you for the free health. Everything has gone right when I walk into the tram back here, we should trigger the end of the level. We have. Perfect. Okay. So, yay, we're saved. We've completely spread holy water over the base, killing off the ship and killed vampires, right? No, we've done it in this sector and this sector only, and it made no sense to do this because we're actually not even staying here. And look at it, shotgun ammo right there. He walks right past it every time. So I'm grabbing safety health here. Don't necessarily need it, but I'd rather have the health pack if I want it later on. I'm grabbing that ammo that we rudely walked past. And now we're going to be seeing the first proper boss fight, like the actual combat one. I don't really call Titus a boss fight because it's kind of a gimmick fight more than anything. And one guy should drop here. There's 2 vampire bats dropping down. I was trying to kill both of these with the flamethrower because, again, they're super weak to it. Normally they're super 9 because you actually have to shoot them directly in the heart. And if they're flying vertically, you can't hit them. Oh, come on.
I think my final hour has come.
Now, you might think, wow, vjsmyth, you're really crap at shooting. Okay, I am. But also, there's a kind of auto-aim the game does. You can't turn it off. Where it kind of like locks your cursor to a specific point. But I'm going to heal here and I'm going to save because we're going to trigger a boss fight in a second. And this boss is called Nosferatu. I'm not making this up. This boss is actually called Nosferatu in the game manual. And he's an elder vampire. And he's got super speed. He's really resistant to bullet damage. But lucky enough, we have a secret technique we can use to take him down. So if we just run towards him quickly with the flamethrower, he drops instantly and the entire boss fight's just over. Casually, without the flamethrower, he is really annoying because he'll run around the arena and he tries to run behind you all the time. These guys will constantly be dropping down and all of them have to die before the end of before the doors will open. But yeah. Wait. Oh, wrong door. And you're alive. That's 2 things wrong there. Wrong door and at the wrong side. I'm going to leave you alive. We'll see you in a second. And we're just coming in here to trigger another cutscene. And we start a survivor, Colleen Winters. Let's let this one play out.
Okay, I'll reset the system, but I'm warning you, it'll unblock all the doors.
That tutty noise, by the way, that's a vampire running against the wall outside.
Process.
Relax, baby. What's your first name?
Colleen Winter? Why?
Oh, yeah? I thought you were General Patton. I'll go first.
This is your ticket to hell.
Oh, shit. I need backup.
Here we go. Be careful. I don't want you shooting one of my men.
As Jean-Claude Van Damme would say, I am aware.
Why are we making Jean-Claude Van Damme references? Why does he say, I am aware? Okay, so
You're not man enough, you
if you're a fan of obscure horror games like I am, there's a PAL exclusive PS1 horror game based on the movie Virus called Virus It Is Aware, and it's made by the same publishers. I think it's a reference to that, and also Jean-Claude Van Damme does apparently actually have a catchphrase like that in Belgium. I wish I was making this up. You can Google this. It is insane, but it is the truth. And as you can see here, the vampires are literally spawning in. You can literally see them popping on the background. And that running noise you hear is a vampire stuck in the wall directly below me. Okay. So it's Nosferatu level done. Now we're on to medicine run. So our good friend Brad is sick and we need to grab medicine for him. And we're going to fight Revolver Ocelot in this room. It's Revolver Ocelot. Come on. And we're going to kill him the same way as we killed Nosferatu. He is extremely flammable, so we set fire to him and he dies. He's actually, technically his actual proper title is dog trainer, because he actually keeps spawning an endless wave of invisible, semi-transparent, small dog-like creatures, and they're super annoying. They don't do too much damage, but when there's enough of them spawn, they start getting up on you. And we are now going to not step too far into this room because I do not want to trigger. The far end of this is all vampires, and we do not want to trigger them. Instead, we're going to quickly try and kill this guy here who has a grenade launcher. And if we stay back there, we don't aggro him at all, and we don't need to worry about him shooting us. The grenade launcher will kill you in one hit. Its range is insane.
I'm pleased to inform you that our favorite
So we're using the Uzi here for a bit just to clean out these guys and pick up the medicine. Perfect. Now we can go save Brad. Unfortunately, we need to make a stop by in the showers to see another survivor. And I'm going to be saving before that because we get to trigger another boss fight.
Seth, we're heading straight for New Orleans.
And this one requires a very specific setup. So there's an invisible vampire in this, and they have an Uzi. They do insane damage. They can stun lock you. Lucky enough, our Uzi can stun lock them, and they have a very specific starting point. So if we're... That just bypassed about 5 to 10 minutes of absolute agony. Save, sorry, I went to skip there, missed it. Yeah, that boss fight, I made it look simple. Casually, it is not. She will run around the arena. Her Uzi will, will just stun lock you, and if she mag dumps into you, it's just, you'll just die. Now, I'm going to do a safety save here, even though it's right at the end of the level, and I'll show you why in a minute. So I'm just killing a couple of vampires here. And hopefully a bug won't trigger in the next level. So now we're in the mess hall. We need to defend it against a few waves of vampires. And I'm just going to grab stuff here. We need to walk behind this guy because he shoots in the back of the head. And I'm coming all the way around to try and make the aim fine. I think we're okay. So, why did I save? Hey, shot me, ass. There is a thing that can happen where one of the survivors there with guns will shoot another one of the survivors in the back of the head, instantly kill him, and critical NPC dying is game over. There's not a goddamn thing you can do about it except reload it. Hope you had a save file. So that's why we saved in the previous level to stop it from happening, because it's the only way to properly trigger it. I need to be careful as well here for another possible soft lock. There's that table there. If a vampire dies on it, what can happen is they can actually fall through the map. And this is a wave defense, so until all the vampires are dead, the next one won't trigger. And the most common one is this door won't open. And there's a bunch of vampires in here you cannot kill. You can use grenade launcher, anything against it, just nothing will happen. They'll you'll just be soft locked after reload to save. So we're on to the final wave, I believe, of this part. And we hope everything goes well. Perfect. And hey, in fairness, the guys behind me are usually on the ball. They shouldn't be stopped letting this crap like this happen. But I do like this part. It's like one vampire will always drop in front of the other, and your shots are still lined up, so it's a boom. If you just kill both of them in one go, it's great. Now I'm going to swap out to the shotgun for a second here to save a little bit of ammo, because I need the Uzi for a skip in a minute. So I'm running all the way up here to grab this ammo, and then running all the way back down with the flamethrower out, because again, narrow corridor with lots of vampires, you want to kill them instantly. I'm going to heal here and wait for audio cue. There we go. I want to kill these guys quickly while running backwards. I said quickly. There we go.
It's okay. Keep going.
And I need to open the door here quickly to trigger a vampire to drop down with another batch here, because I want to get them all in the one go to save some flamethrower ammo. Now, I'm actually going to do a safety save here, and I'll do safety save again in a second. And it seems like cowardly, but there's a grenade launcher vampire in here, and he can one-shot me. I already took damage there, so yeah, it's super great. And now we're going to see the Agile Nurse boss fight. So I am going to save here. And we're going to see another mechanic that the game does, that's in the game manual. This is not a cheat, by the way. This is in the game manual. There's actually max pin bullet time in this. So if I press F11 on the keyboard, you'll see it pop up in the bottom left corner by 2. And I need to kill this nurse very quickly before she runs all around the arena. So that was actually textbook, which is great. And then we turn off the slow motion. She will jump all around the arena. There'll be an infinite amount of snakehead vampires spawning in, and you will be miserable trying to get them all. So I will do a quick save here in a second, just so I won't have to do that again. I just want to clear out these guys here first. I'm doing a lot more quick saves than I would do normally. Like if you're playing casually, you just kind of YOLO it as a speedrun. But like for marathon safety, I just don't want to have to redo awkward sections if I can get away with it. This one is mean. You see a health pack there on the ground, you run straight for it. It's not the meanest thing in this room. We'll see that after we hit this, and we get attacked by ambush behind us. Still not the meanest thing in this level. Watch. That's a grenade launcher vampire. He will one-shot you if you try to go from the other side. You cannot dodge it. When you see him, it's already too late. And we're going to stand here to avoid triggering the actual spawns to kill that guy first and this guy. And we're going to try and hopefully kill this guy quickly. We did perfectly, got it. It's super precise, and if he flies around, it's kind of annoying. And now we're coming to a spot where the game is likely to crash the desktop. It's expected. I will be saving right before it happens again. Okay, so I'm saving here. So there's another boss fight against Dog Trainer. They're mini bosses, like they're not proper bosses, but killing him can sometimes trigger crash the desktop. Okay, we got away with it. It's completely random. There's nothing you can do about it when it happens except reload and save. Even I think my PB actually has me reloading save. And I just need to keep these guys from killing the survivors, and we are through mess hall defense and we're on to sniper escort.
Here, it's the CD.
We just got a CD of coordinates for the bridge that Colleen gave us, and now we're going to see a funny thing. So I'm just grabbing some ammo here. The game doesn't expect you to be watching while this happens. And it triggers a cutscene where Colleen's on top of the container when she never actually got there. And she's injured, which never actually happened because we killed the vampire before she got injured. So I'm waiting on these guys to spawn, and I just need to escort Colleen. They won't get past me. Nope, got them all. Okay, another batch will spawn here. And then one more batch will spawn. I'm going to use the flamethrower because it's I don't really need it much after this. So I'm aiming down at the ground a bit just so I don't want to hurt Colleen. So we're going to see a sniper section, and this is kind of frustrating. So it doesn't matter here at the start. If I kill them or not, all I'm doing is waiting for a vampire to come out here in the corner to trigger the start of the wave. Okay, now it's actually started. And unfortunately, the vampires are completely random if they'll die or if they'll get knocked down. And if they get knocked down behind one of the ramps, like that was a chest shot. He should have been dead. Like he got shot multiple times. He should have been dead. One here. They aim up at you. It's pointless. None of them can ever actually hit you. But now it gets more annoying because the survivors will run out here and I have to protect them. Kevin is dressed all in black. He looks identical to one of the shotgun vampires. You will shoot him in the back and go, oh my god, they're under attack, and it's not. And Hank is actually useless in this section. I praised him earlier on as being like a good NPC with a shotgun. But this section, he'll only attack if they're right in front of him. Like, he has to be actually facing them. I think, oops. We do not want Kevin to die here. He's died, yeah. Okay. Now it's a bit more deadly because we're going to get more vampires coming from behind them now. So I need to be keeping an eye on them. The spawn patterns are kind of consistent, but what will get you is trying to kill vampires over and over again who just will not die. Like that vampire there took like 5 shots. He should have dropped in 1, 2 tops, but again, damageness is completely RNG. And you notice Hank completely ignoring these vampires. Where are you going? There we go. Okay, when 2 vampires spawn on the bottom right, that's the end of this wave. Okay, that's the first sniping section done, not the last in this level. So now we get the best weapon in the game, the assault rifle and assault rifle ammo. We're not going to use it just yet because we want to save ammo for a thing later on. But we're going to kill these 2 vampires and then we're going to save because the game can soft lock on us. So I'm going to quickly save here. And we're going to go up and stand on top of this helicopter and trigger the next sniping section.
Just kill them all!
Let's see what we can do.
So now we meet the new type of vampires, which is the marine vampires. They can only be killed by crotch shots. Well, you can technically get them with headshots, but their headshots are repeated headshots to get them.
Oh hell, they're coming up from behind.
They actually regenerate their heads. The reason why I'm not zooming in too much because it doesn't actually really affect your accuracy that much. It still has this kind of like snap to target, snap to target.
On the left.
These are actually great people to escort because they actually kill vampires.
Another one bites
Perfect.
the dust.
Okay, we have
Let's go,
one more
go,
wave
go.
to kill, and then we get to save again to avoid another soft lock possibly happening. I'm actually been really good with avoiding the soft locks. If I get the game without crashing the desktop, I'd be amazed, but I'm not optimistic about that happening. This guy's just standing here chilling, that's fine. Okay, so that's that wave done. She actually scared me. Okay, so I'm going to save when I reach the end of this because when I get into this room up here, there's a chance we get an AI pathfinding bug where there's three soldiers trying to pass each other, and if they get stuck together, they will not move. And the only way out is to, well, I've two ways out of it, and we'll try the fun one if it happens. So I need to stand about here and wait a second. So there's another guy going to come into this room. Okay. Got away with it. Perfect. So what can happen is they get stuck in the corner, and the only way to do it is either one, reload a save, or two, you use the grenade launcher and launch them apart, and then you try and stand in their way again. But we just need to walk back here to make sure to come in here. Perfect. And now we get the end level trigger. Unfortunately, you have to wait for them to all come in, otherwise you don't get the trigger. Okay, so we're on an exercise yard.
Sir, yes, sir.
And this is about the halfway point level-wise. Counted by the levels, not by the actual run itself. We've most of it done. And we're going to see a lot of like stupid stuff like these tactical rolls. Now I could be using an assault rifle here, but I want to save the ammo on it a little bit. So, fun fact, there's some scripted vampires. This one is not one, so I can just kill him regardless. This guy is scripted. You cannot kill him until he lands on the ground. Why? I don't know. There's no difference between the two of them. Okay. And you kind of walk here and you just take a step back and wait for him to open the door and run in, because the door lock can actually get you. Now we have the final sniping section of the game. Okay. Okay. And we killed another two vampires here. And like again, he just waits for you. Just shoot them. They're running right for you. Why would you wait? There we go. Okay, that's the last sniping section. And this is probably one of the more dangerous sections here in a minute. Well, actually, the last half of this level is pretty much kind of dangerous, because the marine vampires here with the assault rifles can really damage you.
Will you move your ass?
So when she says that, I know everything behind me is dead, and they're running up behind me. So I can't walk too far into this room. I need to kill this guy first. I need to kill this guy up behind me without walking too far in. Oh, great, he dropped. That's amazing. Please, please die. There we go. And I want to quickly kill this guy before he runs out. Okay, that's not too bad. You can get stun locked there between the two vampires, and they'll kill you, and it'll happen to you playing this game casually because the game is super mean. And now we're going to trigger the final third section of the game. I'm thinking about, wait, this estimate's like an hour 15, and you're saying there's an entire half hour of the game with no turrets or sniper rifles? Correct. And this is also the longest turret section in the game. As you can see, you need to kill off this wave. The fog is actually really annoying for this because if a vampire drops in the mist, it's really hard to see if they are actually dead or if it's just... I lied, it's the shortest. So the shortest turret section is the shortest sniper section, or all the one section. Now I'm going to save here before I run into the next area because, again, super easy to get stun locked infinitely and die. I'm actually going to heal before I walk in there just to be on the safe side. So we kill that guy, and we need to quickly kill this guy. We need to kill the guy in the corner. And to get a skip here, we need to kill this guy quickly. I said we need to kill you quickly, and we need to quickly open the door here and run through while the cutscene is happening. Otherwise, that door will stay locked, and you have to do a combat encounter with shield vampires and marine vampires, and it takes ages, and they do a lot of damage, and your team would probably die. So we just bypass that by running all past it. And now we're on to bridge control, which is the shortest out in the game because all we're doing is walking up here and using a CD, and I'll let this cutscene play out because we get to see the main villain of the game. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, so now we're on to sick bay escape. I actually can't move here. You have to swap weapons before you can move. So it's kind of bugged. I think there's a scripted event supposed to happen there properly, but it doesn't trigger it. So you're supposed to lose all your weapons to vampires to get captured there. And we need to grab 5 supply kits to bring them back to the mid bay, and we mount our counterattack, which is fine. But the game forgets to change your weapon back, and it gives you a taser and a pistol with one shot. But it's not equipped, so it kind of just bugs out for your movement because there's no animations it can pick up. But I just swap out weapons and you're fine. So I grab the packs there. That is entire stealth section. It's just entirely do the exact thing and you're fine. And I'm going to save here before I continue because I am going to be running the entire way out of here and kill a grenade vampire right at the exit. And if I do it fast, I don't need to worry about the health of the survivors, and I don't need to heal or waste too much ammo, because ammo management is super hard from here on out. Now I got a first try, perfect. Grab his grenade launcher, open the door, and that is sick bay escape done. We're getting there. So, now we get to see the cinema. But before we do that, we need to go do some shopping here in the supermarket. And the supermarket is where we're going to meet Betty. I don't have the PC big box edition of this to show it off, but Betty is on the box as a main character, and you only meet her, as you might notice, the 50-minute mark of an hour 15 run. Yeah. So here's Betty. She's one of the survivors of the assault team. And she says, hey, why don't you grab my key card in the back of the cinema and then grab the explosives I have at the back of the arcade. So vampires are spawned in here. I'm going to ignore them and run all the way back out here. Just keep an eye on my health because I do not want to get killed. I'll take one more. Yeah, that's fine. And then I heal back up to full here. I'm going to be worried about health in a few minutes, but we'll see why in a second. There's a vampire here we just kill outright because he's just in the way. I'm going to grab, just for Martin's safety, there's a button there you press that'll open the cinema back office here, and there's a flamethrower and a flamethrower ammo, because you actually don't get these back from the supply kit. You have to go pick them back up. So now we're going to run all the way down to back of the cinema, like, wow, it's empty. Look, there's nothing here. I'm sure there's one guy down there. Maybe there'll be one vampire will stand up when you come out. Maybe that might be it. Probably not. I'm just going to save here because I'm going to try something a little bit risky, but I should hope to get away with it. So we're just going to run past all of these guys and tank the damage to get up to here to fight the first predator vampire. So unlike the shower one, these ones are actually semi-transparent. You can see them properly.
I'm gonna punch your clock.
And he dries really quick to flamethrower. So I'm going to swap back out to this, and we're going to run all the way here. I'm going to see more of the AI here in a second. So a bunch of vampires here. I'm just going to kind of circle strafe and then sidestep past them. And we're going to see an example of how great the pathfinding is when we get down to the bottom here. Come on, guys, you can reach me. Right down here, jump over.
I'll FedEx them back to hell.
Yeah, again, this is not the greatest. Even by licensed movie game standards, like this is kind of trash. Okay, so we killed some predator vampires here, and we get a hitch. That's expected because the game is actually loading. Oh, apologies, sorry. The game is actually loading in 2 vampires. I almost died there. That's how rude. Okay, so heal back up there, grab an extra health pack here because we are going to do the gauntlet as soon as this guy is dead. And we're going saving again here. So we're running back to the supermarket and we are going to be just trying not to die. Because health and ammo management are really important here, so we do not want to waste too much ammo. And I'm going to quickly save again since it got back in here. And I am going to heal. I was going to try and avoid it. Okay, the explosion is not a good sign. That means the grenade vampire in this room is active, and if he decides to one-shot me here on the stairs, there's nothing I can do about it other than reload. Okay, we got out of it. Yay. Okay. So we've got Betty's explosives, we brought her back to her, and now we're going to climb through the vents to get out of here because the area is under attack. So I'm going to save again here, and we're going to enter in an area that... This takes place in the prison ship, by the way. So we saw the cinema and we saw the supermarket. So what's the other thing that should be on a ship like this? That's right, the strip club. Woo! So we need to kill these guys. Sorry, the game went into first person. You can swap between first person and third person here. I keep it on third person because the game controls. It's actually more infuriating in first person because it still does the auto lock-in for the weapons. So first person is just frustration where you go. I'm aiming directly and it's not working. So I'm going to heal here. So when I kill this vampire, I should get a fade to black. I have perfect. That means all the vampires here are dead. Now I can explore some of the side rooms there and whatnot, but I just want the main ones dead so I can open up the door here. And what's the name of this bar, you might ask? There you go. Open dusk till dawn. That's the second and last connection we have with the movie. There's a strip club on a prison ship that has the same name as the nightclub from the movie. Bear in mind, these vampires have nothing to do with the original. There's no, like, vengeance or anything like that. Nothing. These are complete strangers. They're just trying to kill Seth because A, he's human, and B, he's killed some of them. That's it. There's nothing tying this to the movies. So I'm going to save here because I get to play with the grenade launcher. And the grenade launcher can kill you quite easily because the AoE on this thing is insane.
I'm going to punch your clock.
So I shoot one here and...
Oh, shit.
That should hopefully have killed them all in here. It did not. Okay, and here's Marvin. Marvin is the best character in the game. He's a special forces demolitions expert and hand-to-hand combat expert. He got captured and beaten up by the vampires, but we're just going to get him back with Betty, and she's going to resupply him, and then we're going to go kick some vampire ass. So the vampires have actually been taking control of the ship, and we need to destroy a computer system to stop them happening. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop hitting Betty. Please stop hitting Betty. Thank you. Okay. So now we have here a soft lock. Marvin will not move. Betty will run into his back. There's nothing you can do about this, because what you're supposed to have done is... I'll wait for him to stand back up. What you're supposed to have done is killed every single vampire in the small rooms back there, and it doesn't really check for that. So instead we're going to use this AI reset tool, also known as the grenade launcher. Betty died. She should not have died there. Ah, that's unfortunate. It's okay, it's been a loss. The grenade launcher is the only way to fix that soft lock, by the way. Because once it's happened, there's nothing you can do about it.
I'm gonna pull your plug.
It's been a while since I've seen that exact one. But again, that's why we have estimates, and we only lost a minute out of it. So, okay. Right, so now we'll try that again, and hopefully we don't give too much damage to Betty. So I'll clear out this area again. Okay.
Yo, let's get out of here.
I didn't shoot Marvin, you saw nothing. And we're going, she should be fine now for me to try this again. Yeah. So that blew them back, and now we can run all the way to the checkpoint here. When we pass this boxes here, Betty should pass us out. Or close enough, yeah. That's fine. So you need to run all the way back down here and then run back up to trigger a bunch of vampires to spawn, and we use a grenade launcher then just take them out because they're all in groups.
I'll put the fear of God in you.
And I'll fire one more in here, and that should be enough to trigger the end of the level. Perfect. Okay, so we're running forward here, and we're going to try and fire a grenade down here to kill a bunch of them into one go, and then top back out to the assault rifle. And we're going to see Marvin in action in a second. So once we kill a vampire here, Marvin is going to blow up a chunk of the ship's computer systems. Marvin, no! No, Marvin! Oh, no.
We'll get even, Marvin.
We'll get even. F's in chat. Marvin will be avenged. Gone, but not forgotten. That is the stupidest stat I've seen. You've seen in a while, right? I mean, if someone gets a better one in the marathon, I want to see it. But like, that is definitely like a top 10 stupidest stats in a game. He dies by his own grenade. Like he just falls over on and lands his grenade. Doesn't even try to actually stop it.
Shit, I'm hit.
This level is fairly short, and we're actually almost finished already. That's how short this level is. I need to run here and trigger the last wave of vampires to spawn in, and just kind of just do cleanup on the vampires behind me. What? Oh, thank God. What happened there was a slow motion kill. I have those turned off in the menu. The game turned it back on for some reason. I wish I was making it up, but no. That I thought the game had actually killed me there, and I waited to make sure that wasn't the case. So we're back here to meet up with Betty, and we need to kill these guys. So I grabbed the flamethrower earlier on just for these guys, just to save some hassle. And she tells us to go into the kitchen and kill the ship's captain, who is hiding out here with the chef. And I will save here because I haven't saved in a while and I do not want to redo that last section again. So this is one where we just have to shoot this guy in the head a few times.
Happy birthday.
There we go. And he's dead. I'm going to save some assault rifle ammo just by shooting these guys in the thing. The game kind of expects you to go off and fight him fairly, and it's like, why would you ever bother? I'm running back here to grab the assault rifle ammo, and then we are assault rifle. And now I'm going to quick save here just because I don't trust this section. I've been a bit paranoid with the safety saves, but I've already lost about half a minute there on that, having to redo that Marvin rescue. And did the game crash the desktop? Oh, nope, it didn't. It hung. It thought about it. So I'm waiting on this game to crash like any time now. I'm just grabbing some extra ammo here. Like this game is impossible deathless, by the way. It's just not happening. Or sorry, damageless. Sorry, you can do this deathless, but like damageless is just not happening. You will just get cheap shotted.
Die, you piece of shit.
There wasn't even anyone there set. What are you talking about? He just randomly throw out vice lines, which is super great. I'm going to kill those guys here with a grenade launcher, and then I need to be very quick for the next room. Kill those guys all in one go.
Hurry, Chef! I've got a gang of thugs coming up the chimney.
So we grab grenades there because we want as much grenades as possible, and we're actually going to ignore Betty, who's under attack here for a second, because there's 2 vampires up here and she can actually look after those ones a bit. So and we want to save the ammo. Perfect. So after doing all that section, I'm going to save up here because there's a chance for a soft lock or a game over. I've been saying the word soft lock and game over so often this run, and they're losing all meaning, but it is accurate. Okay, so I want to do a setup strat here where I do not kill a snake vampire in the corner who already came over here. I need to keep him alive because while he's alive, Betty will not run forward. And if Betty runs forward, she triggers a combat encounter I do not want to be doing while these guys are alive, because they will come and join in and it will be a bad day for everybody. Well, unless you're a vampire, in which case it'd be fantastic, but we're not vampires. We don't want that. Okay, so you die, and you don't get to live either. And we come back here and we kill a snakehead vampire. Might have followed us in. Oh, he didn't. That's weird. Hey buddy, how are you? Oh, there we go. Okay, so now that he's dead, Betty's going to quickly run up here and it's going to trigger a bunch of vampires.
These shitheads are starting to piss me off.
And we're going to quickly kill this guy and then trigger the end of the level. If you trigger that at the wrong time, Betty will run straight up. They'll all aggro at the same time. And you'll have those vampires come behind you, vampires in front of you, and Betty will die pretty quickly and you'll cry. So we're not going to fight all of that. There's also a chance you can just soft lock where Betty just won't move. It's happened way too often for me to count. Oh, of course, stop jumping around. So this is kind of on a global timer where Betty has a bunch of stuff she wants to put bombs on. And we need to kill the vampires that want to attack her. And these are all on timers, so while she's doing that, we're running ahead to do a few other bits and pieces. So there's a vampire here who's always hiding. And I want to make absolutely sure all these vampires are dead, because if any of them are alive, they come and chase Betty while I'm doing other stuff, and I do not want that because I won't hear it. Because some of these are flamethrower vampires, that's fine, but most of these are melee vampires, so they'll just punch her and she won't shoot or do anything, and I'll just get a game over when she dies because I won't see it happening.
Shit. No more cartridges.
So that guy dies, and of course there's two vampires. One of them can sometimes drop down the far side, and he took the most, and yeah. Did I get hit? I don't know what hit me there. Anyway. Okay, I think we're okay. And while she's setting a few more bombs here, we're just going to run up here and kill a guy that's hanging around. That was not nice. I'm going to heal just because I don't want a chance. Keep the shotgun. I will hear her complain like, watch out in a second. When that happens, a guy will have spawned right up here. He spawns right in front of your eyes. It's ridiculous. They couldn't even animate him walking through the door or anything. It's just, he's just there. So Betty should be running towards us now. And we should get a cutscene. Perfect. We're doing good. We're doing good as well for being on Estimate. So all good all around. So we'll leave Betty down there for a little bit and we kick that off. So now we need the grenade launcher because I want a mini wave defense. And I want to kill this guy here because he's very deceptive because you won't see him coming.
Yo, let's get out of here.
How are you still alive? Okay. Right. I'm going to save before I step anywhere near this elevator because, fun fact, this entire section is bugged like crazy. If you load while you're on the elevator, the hit detection of the elevator doesn't work and there's no collision on it whatsoever, so you just fall straight through it. So you have to save before you come anywhere near it because you will just fall to your death, and also you can't finish the game because you have to hit the triggers with the elevator. So I'm waiting for all of these guys to spawn in waves. Another batch is going to spawn in a second as soon as I hit the button here. We need to keep Betty alive because she will defend herself a bit here, but not by much. So now we're going to see these vampires spawn on. Oh, I got it, yay. I almost never get that, get that kill. That was an incredibly hard shot because I have to shoot that vampire in the heart as it's all the way up there and at an angle, and I managed to get it.
Beat you like a red-headed stepchild.
No one sets you up for that line set. And come back in here and we press the button. So if I was to save and load now, I'd die because I'd fall through the floor. It is so busted. We are very close to the end of the game. I should be on estimate, everything going okay. As long as I don't have a game crash, I should be okay for this. Okay. Come on, Betty. Betty is obviously, as you can see here, planting explosives on the wall. Why she's doing this, I don't know. She just does this. And then we trigger this for the end of the game as soon as, or the level as she comes in. Okay, so we need to return to the bridge, and we have just enough ammo to get away with what we want to do here. So there's 5 vampires that are the predator types here. We need to make sure they're all completely dead to get a cutscene trigger. Luckily enough, they have the same starting location, but I need to make absolutely sure they're dead. He is. And then finally this guy. And then I'm immediately saving at this point. Because I'm playing with the grenade launcher, and the grenade launcher can kill me. So I need to fire a single shot over here, single shot behind me, and then run like crazy. So I need to then fire 2 shots here to the door, and there's a dog handler behind this that should hopefully be downed, and I can stake him. Perfect, and then the dogs automatically die, which is great. Out of context, it sounds really bad. Okay, so now we're just running straight here, and this level is almost over because it's really short. It's just really difficult because you'll just get killed by grenade launcher vampires, and you won't be expecting it. Now we get on to a boss fight, and this guy, I believe, is a lumberjack on board a ship, and we have a setup that doesn't always work. We're going to try first. So we bait him out with a single grenade, and then we also bait out then a melee attack, and we kind of lure him back around. Oh, he's not falling first. Great. We can only injure him while he's running, so we try and bait out melee attacks to just get him here. I'm kind of doing this casually at the moment. Oh, his AI is busted. Perfect. No, he unbusted it. That's fine. That might be it. No, one more. So ideally you want to try and bug him out behind the desk here, and he'll just he just stand there in case you get back up. That's it. Okay. So now we're on to the final section. We have to go kill main vampire Clarence, who's on the ship's bridge, and we just need to fight our way over there. It's fairly straightforward. It's not even that big of a challenge, and there's one minor skip I can kind of get away with here. So I still have grenade launchers rounds left over, so I can kill this guy, and I want to try and get a couple of rounds here, and hopefully I've killed the guy in the gangway right here. I have. Perfect. So there's 3 vampires above me to the right will just spawn, and this is super annoying because they're really hard to hit. If they're on an elevation, you're kind of just shooting and hoping. So all 3 of them didn't die. Are you kidding me? I'm actually going to save with that last guy there just before I trigger the last cutscene, just because I have had a crash in the last boss fight before. And we're going to... This one is kind of mean. You look left and you go, oh wow, there's vampires here. I'll kill these guys. And then you turn around and the exact things are behind you as well. And now we trigger the final boss fight. So there's a couple of nurses here. One of them spits fire. And now we have to deal with the auto-aiming. So these can only be killed by headshots. And you can see the cursor kind of just hopping up and down. If I say it back here, Clarence can't actually hit me. There we go. And then I just need to run to the back end of this, and we should trigger a cutscene. So now it's done. You should be doing this. And I need to shoot out the shutters for a gimmick boss fight, and time is about to hit. So bear in mind, as soon as I shoot Clarence, we'll get the end of the game. Hey, not that. And we are going to get an audio spike, so just be careful, guys. And time is now. So yeah, from dusk till dawn. and that is From Dusk Till Dawn. I'm just crashing the desktop there because there's a really bad flickering effect on the cutscenes from a rendering error, so I just to save your guys' sanity. So yeah, that's from Dusk Till Dawn. I've been vjsmyth with From Dusk Till Dawn. I'm not done just yet because I'm actually running another game in a minute, and as soon as I get the go-ahead of the tech crew, I will swap over to that one. But yeah, I've been vjsmyth. You can find me on Twitch TV at vjsmyth. You can find me on speedrunner.com as well as vjsmyth. And if you ever want to see any help running any of the games I run, please reach out to me. I love talking about games, and I love talking about the games I run. So yeah, so when our tech crew are ready to signify, I don't have chat up because my internet would probably die if I tried to do both at the same time.